know what time it is, you understand? U.P.K, run west of the command GEN.YAHANNA, all my brothers, we rolling through, you understand? Cause these niggas weak, these niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, watching, they all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. I don't wanna mind, might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'ma need a diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all politics with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe in, won't compromise a day. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. Delay my sword down, the death sentence can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled, no loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, U.P.K style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soap.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shields
That's
and
right.
the fatigues and them boots, they my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king, you understand? We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take these from them crackers.
That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right.
Me and all
my brother, you like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents, fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas, they striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they're never open. U.P.K, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spit it with the load. 144, nigga, everybody know me. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than Central Locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
Alright, let's clap it up, you know what I mean? Shalom Israel with I.S.U.P.K, straight out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA, man. Alright? Since 1969, we've been proving and teaching that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the biblical Jews according to the Bible. I'm going to come down in 1 second, give you a second, right? I really want y'all to get this stuff right here on the board. All right, we in lesson 11. We in lesson 11. In the biblical Hebrew work and textbook, that book is right over here. It's a lot here. For those of y'all who are copying that down, Salaki, just want to grab this real quick. Just show it. Biblical Hebrew text and workbook, all right? You get it off the I.S.U.P.K Study Tools website. I told y'all that I was going to stop putting up the Captain Akkad's the actual song on YouTube. I was going to not keep that up on the screen anymore, but instead allow y'all to write down some words out of the biblical Hebrew text and workbook, some of the vocabulary words to further our vocabulary in the school, all right? That being said, we're on lesson 11, okay? We're on lesson 11 in the biblical Hebrew work and textbook, or text and workbook. Either or, I always mess it up. It's one of them. It's either text and workbook or work and textbook. It's one or the other, all right? The hell with it. But you can also purchase it off of the I.S.U.P.K website under the Study Tools tab, all right? You can purchase the book there. Hopefully, let me see if y'all can see this clearly. Right, boom, okay. Oh man, you can't see Gadol or got a wall, right? Got a wall, which means great or big. And I got ADJ, which means adjective, all right? but you can see the other ones. I'll come over and try to do something so where y'all can see it. Okay. With that being said, shalom to everybody. What's going on, warrior? All right, out here in Philly. What it is, brother, young man Jay. All right. Boom, boom. Like I said, we in lesson 11. All right, in the biblical Hebrew text and workbook. So once y'all get these down, let me see what I can do to make sure that y'all can see. Make sure that y'all can see this online. Let me see what I can do. So many cords over here. I don't want to step on every cord. So what can I do? I can slide some of these cords over, and that way protect some of the cords. What's going on, Bakari Allah?
Hello, sir. How you doing?
How about you, y'all? Shabbat Wow, wow.
How about you?
All right. Osai Christ, you came to learn some Hebrew today, huh?
No, I had to, sir.
Osai Christ got the shield on his shirt, all that. All right, so I'm gonna try and move this real quick so y'all can see it. Cause I'm not sure if y'all can see that word or what it's saying. But Gadol means great or big, right? Like in the sense of like we made it big, we big time, we major, in that sense. All right. Just like when it says they were giants in Genesis. All right. See what I can do to maybe drop this down some. You step out of the way. So you can sort of see great. Let me see if I can drop great down. Just drop it down real quick and see if I can add it right here. Great. All right. / big. As in adjective. All right. Like we big time, we major. You know what I mean? Jake loves to say it. So that looks a lot better. Let me check the class as well. See if I can find it on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. Bang. So the first word we have up there is Ka, K-A-H, right? Meaning thus or here. Like here we have such and such. Thus, moving forward, we have this, that, and the third, all right? Now, let me make sure, let me see, I.S.U.P.K, Philadelphia. Shout out to everybody in the UPK, man, and all the brothers and sisters that's fighting and coming into this school, all right? Okay, don't sweat. It does look a little dark. I'm not sure why it's always like that, man. We gotta listen, when you come into the class, it's bright as hell in the goddamn class. But maybe it's the lights that we use. You know what I mean? This sort of makes it pointless. It's bright as hell in here. And online, it's dark. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let me share this page, boom, bang. All right. All right, so now everybody should, I'll just go over the words. Everybody should have it written down, but I'm going to go over it anyway just to see. Okay. So, like I said, Ka is the first word meaning thus or here. Like I said, here we have this, they are, basically in that sense, meaning, or thus, we came to the conclusion, you know how the Esau is, how the white man is. All right, the next word is Gawayah, all right, meaning nations. How the oppressor would say Goyim, how Amalek would call us Goyim. That's where you get it from, Gawayah, all right? Now, the next word is Har, meaning mountain or hill. Like Har to Zion, Mount Zion, all right? So har meaning hill or mountain. All right. So the next word is Adam or Adam in Hebrew. Adam. Okay, means man, mankind. It also means Adam because that was Adam's name. You can slide over too. You can't see. You come on over. Y'all, man, you good? All right, let me show y'all Bakari, y'all. Come on over, Bakari, y'all. I do this with every brother, man. I be trying to. See, it's called an alley-oop in the world. It's like you throw alley-oops. This is Bakari alley. You can face the camera. You know what I mean? It's Bakari alley. See, coming up in the Hebrew Academy. All right, trooper, working to be an officer. All right, most high Christ. Give Bakari y'all a hand, you know what I mean? He can show you, show you many things in this truth, man. He can protect you, you know what I'm saying? He learned how to fight, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you already know how to fight, but he learned the ancient fighting style, should I say. You know what I mean? The Yakara, this is Bakari y'all right here, man. Y'all watching y'all outside right now. Who out Bakari? Let's put you all on the spot, Warren. It's good. You can go ahead and take a seat. Man.
I thought you wanted me to say the alphabet. I'm sorry.
That's a good point. You can say alphabet. You know it?
I'm practicing, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, a, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha.
Give my hand. God damn. That's right. All right. Sorry, y'all. See, he knows something. He knows a little bit. You understand? It help you out. All right, most out of Christ. All right, the next word is Ibar. The word Ibar means Hebrew. That's where we get the word Hebrew from. Ibar means past. Also means pass, like you pass by a car, and it means pass by. So I gave the example for pass by. All right. The next word is Gadawal, meaning great or big, in the sense of slang, like great, like mighty men, great men, big, like we made it big, y'all. We big time. That word is Gadawal. All right. That's Gadawal in the Hebrew. So everybody should have had some time to write those down. Leave it up here on the screen for a minute. You know what I mean? Leave it up on the screen. If there's any questions, so like I know I'm a little far away from the mic. If there's any questions, type in your questions. I'm gonna start to do is pull up the lesson for today. All right. So I'm gonna pull up the lesson for today since I have it right here. The screen may switch, but I'll switch it back. Okay. Alright. I'll switch the screen back for y'all. Boom, there we go. Y'all can continue to write those down, and I'll do what I gotta do here. Take this up to 200. Boom, there we go. Alright, so lesson number 11. They got us in Genesis 12 and 5. Alright. So, just giving you a little bit of extra time to get everything written down. You know what I mean? You can always rewind the tape, as we would say in I.S.U.P.K. You always rewind the tape. And, of course, write it down like that. I'm giving y'all a little bit of extra time while I'm just pulling this up. Actually, I want to switch this over after I show y'all the lesson. Then I'll switch over to the actual scripture since we got it ready. All right. So, everybody good on writing it down? All right, you good? You straight? All right, cool. So I'm gonna come back over to the board in 1 second. Now, for some reason, everything, like I said, is bright as hell in this room, but everything online just looks so goddamn dark. I don't get it, man. Anyway, it's coming around here. So, I'm going to try to stand over here. So, with that being said, right, we got these words right here. I'll give y'all a couple more at the end of class that y'all can write down, just so y'all can have some words. I'm trying to keep giving y'all the words so y'all can study them and know them. You might not remember every single word, of course, but for the most part, you should be able to remember some of the words that you learn. So that way when you see them in the Bible, you'll be like, oh, all right, I remember this word. And then you start to see how it's written in the Hebrew. All right. That being said, let's go into the lesson. Let's go into the lesson. This is, I'm about to switch the screen, y'all. This is lesson 11 in the Biblical Hebrew text and workbook. All right, so in the text and workbook, we are on page, in the actual textbook, right? Because this is, of course, the PDF that I have up on the screen. You already seen the actual book that I pulled up in the beginning of the class. So in the actual book, we're on page 47. Now, in the PDF, or on the PDF, we're on page 69. Okay, as you can see up here to the top, we're on page 69 out of 451 pages in the PDF. Lesson number 11. They want us to go to Genesis 12 and 5. Genesis 12 and 5. All right. So I'm gonna pull up Genesis 12 and 5. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. I'm going to pull up Genesis 12 and 5. All right. We'll begin on the lesson. So Genesis 12 and 5. Anybody want to read that in the Hebrew? I'll take it. It's a nice amount in Hebrew. I'll take it. What you want to read some Hebrew, Yanakwan?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. Come on up. The price is right. Right. The price is the kingdom. All right. So now, we got a Yanakwan in hand. We're gonna read some Hebrew up there, man. All right. So with that being said, right? Yanakwan, you can go ahead and you can start reading the Hebrew, Genesis 12 and 5, whenever you're ready.
Genesis 12, verse 5. 12, verse 5.
Yep, that's right.
Abaram,
Right, Abaram.
Sharia,
Shafwa.
Shafwa, Awaf, Lawat,
Oh yeah.
Lawat, Ban,
Akiwa.
Achawo.
Akiwa.
Sorry. Yawo. Okay. Wa'af. Cow. Rakawasham. Ashor. Rakashawa.
Yep, Rakaswa.
Wa'af. Hanapash, Ashorwa, yeah, Bacharon, Wayataza, Awa, Lalaka,
And there's a specific reason why I said it like that.
No, is it a hard K? Okay, Ka?
Yeah, that's a ka. That's ka.
Ka or Ka?
Ka, right? Hold on, Salaki, I was trying to take that off. Go ahead. There's a specific reason why I said that. Go ahead.
Okay. So we right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Ara Taza. Yeah.
All right.
Kana.
All right. Kind of eye.
Waya Ka'awa.
No, this is Bob. This is Bob right here.
Okay. So Waya Ba'awa.
Yeah.
Arataza. Kana Ain.
You gotta find it. All right. Can somebody give me Bakari out? Can you give me Genesis 12:5 in English? Yeah. I mean, it's but you went straight through it. Christian pastor, that nigga would be clueless. Christian pastor, that Negro would be completely clueless. All right.
The book of Genesis, chapter 12, verse 5.
See my baby online. All right. Go ahead.
If I could, can we say alphabet?
Oh, Yanaquan like to say his alphabet. Come on. Let me show you how Yanaquan, y'all. Come on, Yanaquan. God damn, it's all of you. Look. They gonna start calling me the all-you teacher. I don't know what the hell they gonna say in music. I'm talking about all-you. This is brand right here. This is also Yanaquan. Yanaquan is a 20. See, when the general was showing y'all Hebrew Academy, what year you graduate, Yanaquan?
I think it was 2014. 20.
See, Yanaquan, he was there when who was in your Hebrew Academy class? You remember?
It was who else? He wasn't there yet.
No, I wasn't there yet.
It was what's his name? Qadash.
Yep, Captain Qadash.
Captain Qadash. What's the other one name?
Captain Yegorwap.
Yeah, Yegorwap. Barak.
Yeah, who left?
Yeah. Who else was there? It was
Captain Aria.
Yeah, Captain Oria. Ahmad.
Captain Ahmad.
Captain Ahmad. I forgot the Jimbo, but it was
Oh yeah, give him a hand. He had a ton of brothers. Captain Zakar.
Yeah.
2014. You know what I'm saying? This is how the choir. He can protect you.
That was a good year. Yeah.
Oh, I know it was. It had to be. It's always good when you survive.
I was going to survive.
All right, Most High Christ. So, how the choir can protect you? Yeah, I mean, Hebrew Academy graduate. He been through it. I ain't been in the school, been in camp. You know what I mean? Been through all kinds of battles. Well seasoned. He know the Hebrew. He knows it. Y'all just witnessed that. This officer, Yanaquan. Officer what? 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. Salaki. This captain, Yanaquan. I was like, no, I'm messing with y'all.
I know it's 1,000 already.
Most High Christ.
Right, I'm 1,000 though.
Yeah, that's right, man. Look, ain't nothing wrong with listen. 1,000 is a great rank in school, man. I remember I became 500. I was hyped, boy. You tell me nothing. I thought I had my own damn sneaker out, boy. God damn. Sheesh. So anyway, with that being said, Yanaquan would like to recite his alphabet, which is traditional in the school. Yanaquan, you got it.
Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, wa, kalamana, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, shata.
Give him a hand. See, if y'all don't know, in Hebrew, everybody has their own rhythm. Remember, this is our language throughout the Yeah, I ain't gonna have you standing up here all day, man. You know what I mean? Unless you want to. You want to stand up here?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you owe me too.
No. See, we all just came from camp, y'all. Give the Philly camp a hand. And every school in I.S.U.P.K that does camp on Fridays, like Pittsburgh, and I believe Baltimore still does camp on Fridays. I'm not sure if anybody else, I forget. Those are the ones I know offhand, right? I'm pretty sure there's tons of other cities that do camps on Fridays. Because a lot of cities do camps on Friday and Saturday, just like us, right? So, with that being said, man, I gotta mention this too. I heard that when Commander GEN.YAHANNA was back like a young man and coming up through the ranks, they had camp like 6 days a week. I think the only camp they didn't have was like Sunday, I believe. I'm not sure, don't quote me. It might have been 7 days a week. They might have had a Sunday. I don't think they had a Sunday camp. I believe they had a 6 day a week camp, meaning different places, 6 days a week, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot. But for sure, they had camps every day, man. The school was so big, it was ridiculous. And we growing again, man, and just continuing on this work of the Lord, right? So now, with that being said, Yanaquan recited his alphabet, all right, which is a tradition in the school. I'm going to recite my alphabet. Abba, Gada, Hawa, Zacha, Tayaka, Lamanasa, I, Pat, Zakwa, Rasha, Tha. With that being said, right, when you heard Yanaquan recite his alphabet, is different from mine. It's the same alphabetical order, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down, right? And because this is our language, we get to put a rhythm to it the way we want to. We not like Esau. It has to be like, Esau put you in jail as a kid, man. Like, it has to be like this. It's like he locked you up to have to say it like that as a damn child. You know what I mean? Like, and because this is our language, we don't have to do it like that. Like, as long as you get the alphabet right, the order right, you can speed it up, rap, sing it, rap it, just recite it. You know what I mean? Just say it. It's ours. It belongs to us. I mean, can't nobody tell you what to do with your house. It's your house, as long as you keep the law. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Raping kids or you're not eating pork or nothing. You know what I mean? And that's our language. This is our language. The Bible was written in slang. We speak and talk slang. All right. I mean, we talk and write slang. All right. Astawak, your alphabet, Baba Kashaw. You know what I mean? You got come on up here, Astawak. See, Lashawan didn't want to get on the screen. See, last time I put him on the screen, we almost got chased home. The women was beating down the door and all that. No, let me stop lying. Ain't good to lie, you know what I mean? All right, Lashawan, you got it, man.
Ha, wa, za, ka, ta.
Ya,
La,
Ka,
Slug it.
Tayaka,
Tayaka, La, Mana, Sa, Al, Pa, Taza, I, Slug, I, Pa,
You can listen to it. I'm trying to remember. I,
Taza, Qua, Sha, Qua, Ra, Sha, Tha.
Get mad. That's why you better study, man. The trooper came and outshined you. See, Astawak, Hebrew Academy graduate too. He can protect you as well. You know what I mean? Make sure you're all right. Make sure you're well taken care of. I mean, I believe Trooper Kalataza is a professional pipe layer. Now, get that. Listen. He is. I forget the name. What's the name of it that he said it was called? His slavery is he goes underwater, like put on the suit with the he said they call it an umbilical cord. They put the strap on you, the rope, and they reel you down. And he goes and he welds stuff together underwater. Pipes, professional pipe layers. I.S.U.P.K, professional pipe layers. Salaki. All right, now that's a trooper. You know what I mean? So with that being said, right? Everybody just recited their alphabet. Give me Genesis 12 and 5. We're going to get back into the lesson.
The book of Genesis, chapter 12, verse 5.
Oh, wait, let me get with you. Shalom to everybody online. All right, go ahead.
Khan. And Abram took Sarah, his wife.
Hold on, wait, give me 1 second. Catch everybody else online. All right, and Abram, go ahead. Our grandfather Abraham, go ahead. Before his name is changed to Abraham, go ahead.
And Abram took Sarah, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came.
All right, Most High Christ. So this is when Abraham took Sarah and took Lot, his nephew, and everything they had, and them themselves. You know, meaning, of course, I'm saying them themselves, meaning they all went, right? And the people that came with them, the souls that they had gotten in Haran, meaning their servants. And they went forth into the land of Canaan, which is Israel. All right? So, with that being said, I wanted to go back up right here. And I just wanted to read to you verse 1. All right, now I'll take verse 1 in the Hebrew. It's going to be quick. Lord's will. And we'll drop back down to verse 5. I'm going to have you read verse 1 in the English. After I read the Hebrew, we'll drop back down to verse 5. But I just want to give y'all some backdrop on what's going on, all right? So I'm going to start. This is Genesis 12 and 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar Yahweh Al Avarom La Laka Avarom La Salakia Laka Lak Ma Aratazaka. Alright. Wama Mawa Lad Salakia Wama Ma Lad Laka Wama Baya Abayaka Al Ha'arataza Ashar Ara'a Salakia Ara'a. Alright, Salaki. Ara'a Ka. Because if you notice all these Ka's at the end, right? You got Ka right here at the end, Ka. Right? At the end you have a Ka at the end right here. These are saying your. You or your. Right? And English is what they will represent. So whatever this is, Laka, Ka at the beginning of a root word means as or like. Like what the general was saying, just like I said last night in the class, that's what that Ka means, right? As or like. And la at the beginning of the root word is to, right? So to or as, right? Or this could be laka, to as, or as to, right? Whatever. As to go, so to speak, right? Or as, because this lock is probably short for halak, which means walk or go or went. And then you have whatever ma aratazaka. So ma aratazaka is probably of the land or of your land, because this ka at the end. Arataza means ground or land. So ma meaning of or from your land is what it could be saying. And then whatever this is your. And then Abba Yaka, father, your father. And then Ara Ka, whatever. This could be I saw you or whatever. All right. I'm not sure what Ara could be. It could be because C is Ra'ah, and I at the beginning of it is I will, or like I will see you, or you know what I mean, or because how can I say it? Because I at the beginning of a root word means I, and it's usually future tense, or I have seen you, could be past tense, right? But it's usually future tense. So all these Ka's at the end means your, or you, okay? And remember the Lord, this is something that the Lord is saying. Wayamar means said, and then Yahweh is the Lord. And then unto is Al Abarom is Abraham, to like, or to as, or to like to go from your land, so to speak. All right. Now I'm just pretty much guessing all those just from memory and knowing what the words mean. But we're about to, or knowing the rules of people, the rules of our language. But we're about to read it in English, and let's see what it says. Genesis 12 and 1.
Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto the land that I will shew thee.
So the Lord said to Abram, our father Abraham, before his name was changed, get thee out of thy country, out of your country. That's Old Premier English. Thee is you. Get you out of thy, which is your, land. So thee is you, thou is you, thy it means your, thine is your too. So this is thine. Thy wife, meaning your wife. Isn't this thine? Like thine oath, right? Your oath. So thy and thine is the same thing, it means your. Thee and thou means you. Alright? Thou art a chosen people. You are a chosen people. Alright? I have chosen thee. I have chosen you. Alright? So now, with that being said, read it again.
Come. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will shew thee.
Now, get thee out of thy country. That's another thing that land, that Aratzah means too. I forgot. It says, from your country. From your country. From country, your. I forgot that land, country, earth. Aratzah is earth, land, country, ground. Alright, all those things, meaning the land. Alright, so now, that's what the Lord said, right? So now let's get back up and get back into the lesson. Genesis 12 and 5. And let's break it down. Read Genesis 12 and 5 again.
Come. Genesis chapter 12, verse 5.
Just so y'all got the backdrop that the Lord was speaking to Abraham to leave his land. Go ahead.
And Abram took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they have gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came.
Now, we're going to break this down and translate it in Hebrew, okay? With that being said, I'm going to stop sharing this screen. I'm going to share the next screen, all right? So if y'all got any questions, type in y'all questions now, so we can answer everybody's questions so we don't leave nobody out. And just be a little patient on you see that we didn't get to your question. So hold on. Make sure I pick the right one. Just give it some time so I can check and go back and see everything, all right? So Genesis chapter 12, verse 5 is what we're going to be breaking down in lesson 11, all right? So the end was Wayat Taza'ala, Lalakta, Aratzah, Kana'aim, Wayaba'ala, Aratzah, Kana'aim. All right. So now let's break it down. So the first thing that they ask is, Trooper, can you erase the screen? Shalom, sis. I was just talking about this is there. I was just talking about Galactus and the slavery and everything. I was literally, what did we just bring up Galactus? Damn right. That's the Lord right there. All right. So now let's do the lesson. It asks us to break down this word right here, verb analysis, Wayah Taza'ala. Alright? Verb analysis. They want us to break down Wayah Taza'ala. Alright? So what they ask us is, so hold on, let me do this for you real quick, y'all. This is what I want to do. Boom. when I bring this up right here, right? So now what they asked us was to determine the root, to figure out what the root word was. All right. So let me bring this over here so I can see. Let me do this real quick. All right. Give me 1 second. Boom. I just want to be able to see where this line is at. Okay, come over a little bit. And just a little bit more. All right. I think this one was just about right. Yeah, there's that one right there. So now we know where to start at. We know where the line is that we can't cross. All right. The UPK at camp, we got a literal line that you cannot cross. You cross that line, your assets going to be on the line. All right. We'll put it that way. So now, with that being said, what they asked us to break down on Slack, damn, I didn't even realize I went past it. Let me bring it back up so y'all can see what they asked us to break down. They asked us to break down Waya Taza Awa. Alright? So hey, Shalom. This is Kalatas. Come on up here, Kalatas. I see, man. We've been bringing brothers up. This Kalatas out right here. Let me show y'all Kalatas out, man. Kalatas, what the hell is the name of that slavery you do?
I do underwater construction.
Underwater construction. That's what it's called. I.S.U.P.K, man, professional pipe layers, all right? My brother Kalatas out. All right. With that being said, the water word, you can take a seat. All right. So now we're gonna get into it. It's called professional. What is it called? Underwater construction.
Underwater construction.
We underwater construction workers, professionals.
It's like you say commercial diving.
Commercial diving, right? See, all that is good. I put that on my female resume. I'm a commercial diver, professional underwater construction. All right, listen, it's Friday, man. We done all did Esau slavery all week. I think we deserve a little bit of some type of fun. You know what I mean? So what they asked us to break down was Waya Taza Awa. All right, Waya. Now I'm doing this in the Assyrian. All right, just for this one. Taza Awa. Waya Taza Awa. Alright? And then I can put it in the ancient afterwards. So now, this is what they want us to break down. So anybody know what Y is at the beginning of a root word? Know what it means? Y'all can type it in online too. I know there's a couple people online that know what it means. Oh, you know what it means?
No,
Oh, like water? Oh, la. I'm too loud on water. Wow. So, somebody can type that in online. We'll figure out what it means. All right. But for everybody in the class, for time's sake, damn, it's 7. We just started. It's 7:47. So now, with that being said, Y at the beginning of a root word means and. All right. This is the character Y. Y at the beginning of a root word means and. All right. Now, because they asked us to do a verb analysis, right? On what the verb means or what this word means, right? So they asked us, how do you determine the root? This is how you determine the root by breaking down the word. What's at the beginning of a word, of the word? Why? We know whenever Y is at the beginning of a root word, it means and. Now, whenever Yah is at the beginning of a root word as well, it's usually saying he, and is not usually in the word, which is why I'll put he in parentheses, right? And I didn't put and in parentheses, but I'll put he because it's usually not there. Now, also, too, you got to remember this, right? Some words do have Yah at the beginning of the root word. Some root words start with the Yah, start with the character Yah. So now we just got to find out what this word right here means, right? Now we see Y at the end of a root word. So you got Y at the beginning, which means and. So hold on, let me do this as well, just so y'all know, right? This is the character Yah. This character right here is the character Yah, or the letter Yah, all right? But we don't have letters, we have characters. Our letters are pictures of things. Alright? Now, this of course is the Assyrian, so who knows what they was trying to draw. But Yah at the beginning of a root word, it usually means he. Alright? Y at the end of a root word, we know it means, if you have Yah at the beginning and Y at the end, we know that it's no longer saying he. But because you got these two right here, because you got Yah and because you got Y, we know that it's saying they. It's usually saying they. They did something. So now it's no longer he, but it's they. And they. Because you got Y, you got Yah right here, and then you got Y at the end. We know that it's saying they. Alright? And they. And now you just got to figure out what this word is. So now you just got to figure out what this word right here is. And I'll put they at the end right here, just so you know that it's saying they. That's what it means, they, right? So now we got to figure out what taza'ah means, okay? So, two-letter lookup, they'll give us a chance to find the word taza'ah if we use two-letterlookup.com, or what we could do is go to Bible Hub, all right? You can go to BibleHub.com and find the word as well. It's just that with Bible Hub, the English is not the King James English, okay? So this is what I'll do, right? We'll use Bible Hub to find it. This because I usually use the Blue Letter Bible, but just so y'all can get familiar with the Bible Hub as well, we'll try and use the Bible Hub today. Either or as to why, but as I always say, the King James Blue Letter Bible, it doesn't give you every single Hebrew word. And you could go to two-letterlookup.com, but then you would have to know if, you know, what the word is. You have to go and scroll through all the words. Well, instead, you can just go to BibleHub.com and then use that, all right? So we went to Bible Hub, we clicked on Hebrew. Now we're going to type in the verse. We're going to choose it. We're in Genesis, right? So we clicked on Genesis. Now we're going to go to the chapter. We're in chapter 12. All right? And we're going to go to and pick verse 11. I said verse 11. We're going to pick verse 5, so that's where we're at. Genesis 12 and 5. We did that, so now, okay, once it loads, then we'll be able to go and see the Hebrew. All right? So Genesis, hold on, let me make sure this is to Y. Here we go, Salaki, y'all. We had to add ourselves back into the broadcast. Somehow we got quit. All right? So now we're going to go back to Genesis, back to the Bible Hub. Oh, man, what happened? All right, yeah, this is Bible Hub right here. We're going to go back to Bible Hub. And we're going to share the screen. Salaki, if everything moving slow. All right, Salaki, can you check the feed for me? All right, so now, Bible Hub, all we got to do is go down to where the word is. Now remember, this English is the King James, it's not the King James English. It is the, what is it, NIV or ASV or A something. It's one of those other things that is not the Bible. So the English of it isn't the Bible. Go ahead.
It's 2 up on YouTube.
All right, we got sound?
Okay.
All right, no sweat. And the, I'm not sure if it's ASV, NIV, or one of them. It's not the King James version of it. So now we can just go to the word that we were looking for. All right, towards the end. Hold on. All right, here we go. Waya Taza'awa, right? Now this is the word right here. Now I would not use the English over here. Now you can use this, but it really doesn't matter. It's just saying that it's a conjunction. I forget what the W means. It's a verb qual, meaning qual is how they class, is one of the classifications of how we speak. They try to classify our slang. Qual, pill, niffal, hiffal, all that, garbage. And then I forget what this is. This is something, but it means imperfect, third person masculine, plural. All right? So now what I usually do is I just find a concordance number. All right, and I'll make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. And I'll keep that up on the screen. I usually just find a concordance number right here, 33 and 18, because we're looking for this word right here. And I'll take that and I'll type it into the blue letter Bible. All right, so we'll do it just like this. I usually just take it, type it into the blue letter Bible, and then I'll get the actual meaning of the word there. Because if I didn't do that, then they would give us a whole ton of Christian garbage from whatever little Christian strongs they use. So the number was, 33 and 18. So it will be H 3318, right? Because that's the number. And the reason that I say H is because it's Hebrew. If it was Greek, it would be G 33, whatever the number is, right? So when you're looking for the Hebrew, it's H, whatever the number is. So the word was Yataza'ah. That was the actual word. Now remember what I said to you, right? That some words actually start with Yah. Some root words start with Yah. And I also showed you this too in a previous class. That sometimes you won't see, it won't be a Yah in the beginning. And it'll still mean they. Remember, we write slang. So they didn't have to put two Yahs there. They didn't have to say Waya, Yah, Taza'awa for it to say and they, whatever this word means, right? Because the Yah was already there, I left the marker up on the podium. Because Yah was already there, they just left the whole word regular and just put Wah at the end. And I was saying in the previous class that you won't see Yah then Wah every time. It'll just say Wah at the end. And we know that the real meaning for Wah at the end means him or his. So the natural meaning for whenever a Wah falls at the end of a word, it means him or his. Right? When it said his father, Abba, Yahweh, Wah was at the end, saying his father. Belong to him, right? To him, Lawah. Because Wah means him or his. But I was telling you, I was trying to break down to everybody that because we write in slang, instead of putting Yah and Wah there, we'll just put Wah, and it'll still mean they. And in this case, that's what it is. And it's because they already had a Yah at the beginning. So it still means they. So you can remove they from right here, or you can keep it in your notes, but we don't need it right there anymore because this is the root word. Now let's find out what the root word actually means. Yataza'ah is the root word, all right? So we're going to find out what it means. So Yataza'ah, hold on, let me make sure I switch it over for y'all. Yataza'ah, all right, is a primitive root. King James Strong's H3318 in the following manner, meaning it's translated or used in this manner. It was used as out 518 times, forth 411 times, bring, come, proceed, go, depart 10 times, and 53 miscellaneous uses, meaning we speak slang. Like that, like how the hell you got one word that means something 500 times and then means something else 400 is used as something else 400 times, then used as something else because that's how blacks and Hispanics talk. Go ahead, Corey.
So where you find that screen that I can't do it?
Huh?
So where you find that screen that the numbers and all that I can't find it.
All right, let me see your phone. If you go to Bible Hub, I can show everybody online, right? All right. But Corey just asked, where did I find that at, or how did I do this, right? Now I'm on a computer, but if I was on my phone, right? I'm gonna make this big screen so y'all can see it too. Y'all can just watch the screen. Go ahead. Yes, no, I'm talking about the Blue Letter Bible.
Oh, Blue Letter Bible.
So this is the Blue Letter Bible right here. I'll show you this is what the app looks like when you download it. Blue Letter Bible, you can download the app. So like I got the picture of the generals on my phone and all that. You know what I mean? That was an ill little picture that Barzal did. You know what I'm saying? So you got the Blue Letter Bible right here. All right, got General Q at the bottom, strong. Now also with the Blue Letter Bible, you can download the Westminster Leningrad Codex. You can parallel it with the King James Bible. Now I got mine on nighttime mode. I just thought it looked ill with the black background. So you have the Hebrew on the left and the English on the right. Now what he was asking was, how do you get to what I was talking about? You would just click on the Hebrew. I don't know if y'all seen that. I'll go back. So you got Hebrew. You just click on it. Okay, there we go. I'm moving it the wrong way. So you just click on it at the top. It says interlinear concordance. You just click that at the top, and then it'll go into the Hebrew and all that. And you just scroll up, and you find until you find the word that you're looking for. Or you can just, I'll take you back. If you have the concordance number, I'm just clicking back. You can just press that magnifying glass right here.
It's kind of blurry, sir.
It's blurry on here. I don't know if it's blurry online. You just click the magnifying glass. Hold on, let me see if I can click it from right here. This damn thing messing me up. All right, here we go. All right, and that's the search bar, and you can just type in H, whatever the number is. Go ahead.
And this word right here on the board, this saying Yataza.
Yep, Yataza. Right, you just type in, I just typed in the concordance number. Oh, damn, I put J. It's a locker, yo. My fault. I put J. I was supposed to put H3. What was it?
No.
H3383318. So now, then it'll pop up, you know, with all the scriptures, you know, with that one. Like wherever it's at, it'll give you all the scriptures that is used. So the easier way would just be to go straight to here and then find the word that you want. All right, Yataza, I think it's all the way near the bottom. Where is it? Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead.
What's the scripture?
Oh, damn, I'm at Genesis 12:1. It's Genesis 12:5. All right, so here you go. Click on that. Click on the Hebrew. Oh, damn, I just switched. Hold on, what am I doing? See, I can't, I'm all jammed up, y'all. Damn, I get back to 12:1. Here we go. All right, 12:5. Click at the top. It'll go back to it, and you just find the word you're looking for. And that's how you do it, pretty much. That's the easiest way to do it, all right? I actually click on the word for y'all. H3318. All right. You just click H3318. You just actually click on the H, if I can do it. I don't know if it's, there we go. Yataza. And then you just, of course, scroll up and everything like that. All right. So that's the easiest way to do it from your phone. Now, I can't tell. I don't know if it's blurry online, but I'll check.
You can take the marks off, right, sir?
No, see, on your phone, you can't take the marks off.
I can. I'm taking it off now.
Oh, you can? What you click?
I push that button in the corner. It says show
vowel points?
Show vowel points, yeah.
Hey, man, I don't think that's on my phone. I probably got to update it. Mine is just there.
But I don't have the app.
All right. See, if you go online, it's
Maybe
different. But if you download the app, you can't take it off. So now, with that being said, right? Let's go back into it. Salak, let me just check and see if we got any questions real quick. Just in case anybody else had any questions. Boom. All right, cool. So now we're going to find out what the word means. Okay? That being said, we can go here. Now, this is how it was used. And once again, we speak slang. That's why we use it in so many different ways. All right? So this is what it means. This outline of biblical usage: to go out, to come out, to exit, go forth. To go or come out, or forth, or depart. To go forth, to go forward, proceed to or toward something. To come or go forth with purpose for a result. With purpose or result. To come out, to cause, to go out. You get it. To lead out, to deliver. To be brought out or brought forth. All right? So that's what it means. To go out, to go forward. Let me see what else we say. To cause, to come or go, to go forward, to go out, to come out, to exit, to go forward. Alright, so we'll pick one. We'll pick to go out, I guess. To go out or go forward. Right? And they, so this is what it's saying over here on the board. It's saying, and they. So we know, and they. And then right here, you got go out, to go out, go forth. So somebody pick one. Go out, go forth, exit, come, go. Which one y'all want to use?
Go out.
All right, and they, how can we say and they go out? And they went out, right?
You said go for it.
Oh, right. All right, so which one you want to use? You want to use go forth? Because I'm using it. Remember, when they said it, we got to think of how it was actually said. That's what it means to go out, to go forth. So, and they went forth. All right, okay, cool. We can use went out or went forth, whichever one you prefer. Went forth, I use went forth since that's the last one you used, right? And they went forth. I just cleaned that all the way up. Let me fix that. This is how you know that we write and speak slang. Because I didn't even want to fix the damn that I messed up. Nobody trying to write a paragraph, man. That's Israel. And they went forth. Right? So that's the first word. Wayataza awa. And they went forth. Right? So now let's break down the second word. Alright? So I'm gonna stop sharing that old screen and I'm gonna go back to the lesson. Give y'all some time to write that down while I'm pulling this up. And they went forth. Let me switch it back for y'all. Give me 1 second. Boom. So, and they went forth. Yataza awa, right? Meaning they went out, and they went forth, and they left, and they departed. All the different words that they said it means. Alright? Go out, they went out. They departed. They went forth. They exited. Right? Go ahead.
That means the same thing?
Yep. All that means the same thing. All that's right here. Because we speak and write slang. Go ahead.
No, I know it's straightforward.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Alright. So now with that being said, wait, I'm going to let everybody get it in the class. So, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all understand how it's written?
That's what I was about to ask. Why y'all tell the hour?
Now I'm going to put how you pronounce it right here. Right? Wa, Ya, Taza, Wa. Oh, so I can Wa. Taza Wa. Waya Taza Wa. Waya Taza Wa. So Waya Taza Awa. And went forth. That's all this right here. And went forth they. And they went forth. And they went forth. Wayataza out. Wayataza awa. And they went forth. Most high Christ. So now, remember that it's because you got Y at the beginning of the root word, which means and. Then you got the actual root word, which means went forth, go out, all that, right? And then you have a Y at the end of the root word, which is saying they. It's short. It's the shortened form of how you use they. All right. So now we're gonna get on to the next one. If everybody got it. So now go ahead. Go ahead, y'all. You had something to say?
That's what I hear you going. What did you say?
Yep. I'm gonna leave that up there so y'all can write it down, but I'm gonna keep going for the class, right? That's online. Now, with that being said, it says, how do you determine the root? We already went through that. We already determined the root. We already did the whole damn word. It asks, were there any missing letters? Because, of course, letters can drop off, right? In this case, it was no missing letters. It says, what will it be if it was a missing letter? It asks, what would that missing letter be? It would have been Yah, all right, if it was a missing letter. It says, what are the components of the PGN, of the person, gender, and number? Of course, our language is masculine automatically, unless we switch it to talk to a woman, all right? So it's masculine, we know that. It's third person, because remember, first person is I did something. Second person is you did something. And then third person is the snitch form, they did it. All right, I call it the snitch form, y'all. All right, so with that being said, the PGN is third person, the gender is masculine, the number is plural. All right, so since that's what they asked. Third person, masculine, plural. And the translation is, and they went forth. All right? That's the translation of it. And they went forth. So now we're going to keep on going. Now, really, Esau, he's going to ask us all these goddamn questions. Listen, look, you know what? I ain't got time for all that. All that Esau be talking, I ain't got time for all that. Was there any missing letters? No, nigga, do it matter? This is what it means. If it was a missing letter, it would be this. But of course, they try to teach. Was there any missing letters? Was it this? Was it that? They saying that for a reason, man. But who gives a damn? You know what I mean? Go ahead, Yanquan.
No request for Amazon at this moment.
Oh man, no, not right now. You know what I mean? We was joking about something earlier. You know what I mean? Talking about, oh damn, I skipped it all the way down here. Talking about when brothers arguing how you play Sanford and Son. You know what I mean? When cats be arguing, you know what I'm saying? It was real funny. So where we go? We're going back to page 60, what was it, 61? I believe. I don't know, I think our internet might be a little jammed up. It's moving a little slow. That's why you sure we to wild on the YouTube? All right, here we go. So now let's see, we at page 57. We got to come down to 61, I believe. If it ain't 61, then it's 69. All right, no sweat. So lock here, boom, here we go. 60, I think it's 69. Okay, 69, right, here we go. Okay, and that thing got a few demons with it, I see. Alright, so now here we go. So now we're going to get on to the next word, right? What they want us to break down is Laba Salaki. I always say Labak. La, Lak, Tha. Now remember, it was a reason why I said La, Lak, Tha when Yahweh first read the meaning. Alright? So what I'm going to do is, boom, we're going to stop sharing this screen. We're going to start to, matter of fact, since we right here, I'm going to read it, right? It says, Lalak, Tha. You need to separate at least one letter from the word to find the root. Alright? But there are two possibilities. An initial la can be a preposition, meaning to, for, but, to or for, right? And then it says, but tha is frequently a special ending as well. So now we're going to switch to, we're going to go back to the board. We're going to put this word up here. This word is lalak, tha. I'm going to explain to you why that's the word, okay? To see how I can get it. I hope everybody got this down. Can I get a time check so I know how much time I got to be on this word? Time check, 8:15. 8:15, all right. I thought it was like 8:30. I was about to rush through it. All right, so I'll do it in the Assyrian. I'll do this one in the Assyrian too. I just put it back the way it's supposed to be. Lalak, 5.
You said Lalak, sir?
Lalak, 5. So they said the first la, this is the character la. First la could mean to, and it can also mean for, right? We know that. But then it said that tha at the end of the root word is a special meaning as well, right? So we know that so far, that that's what it can mean, to or for. And I'll put down here at the bottom how to pronounce this word, right? La, lak, tha. All right, T-H-A. Lak, tha. All right, so now we're going to get into it. So now, right, now we're going to break it down. So la meaning to or for. We know that. So now they asked us to, let me see if I can put this one back up here like this. Boom, good. All right, so now they said, let's go here. It says, in this case, both are present. Why can you eliminate lalak immediately as the root? Because lalak is not a word. All right? Lalak is not a word. You'll very rarely have like 2-letter beginnings. Now you do got, I can't say you very rarely have 2-letter beginnings because you got Babal, which is Babel or Babylon. What else? You had Mama something. I forget what it is. I think it might have been Mama Watts or Mama something. I forget what it is, but it has 2 Ma's at the beginning of it. You don't have words like ha, or ha, or things like that, or cacao or cacat. So you very rarely have 2-letter beginnings. So you can, that's why they say you can immediately eliminate that as being a root word. Right. Oh,
I'll say that one too.
Messiah Christ. Messiah Christ. That was a Gadite brother. It was a Gad? Yeah. It was a Gadite brother saying the language that they used to speak. And the word was Shai Kutzakal. Right? But it's Hebrew. Right? Shai Kutzakal. Right? And it meant rain. What did it mean? What he said it meant? Rain or...
He was saying, I forgot the other word he was saying.
Yeah, it was something like that, but it was a Gadite, and it was telling us the language that they used to speak, which is, he called it something else, but it was Hebrew.
He was saying God's name or something. He was saying the other word. He was saying, that's
I thought it was like rain or something. I thought he said it meant rain.
Yeah, something.
Or mist. So anyway, back to the point, right? And that was just a good point that Yana Kwan brought out, that the Gadites are our people. Even though they got lost and the sauce with everything else, they still speak in Hebrew. They just called it something else because of how long they was here on their own without the Lord, right? So meaning without being in the truth and losing their culture. So all right, so now it says you can immediately eliminate the lot as the root, meaning the lot is not the root word. All right, and then it says whenever lakah is left, meaning after you take out one of the letters or characters, and you got left lakah, which is these two right here. Lakah, because this is la, and this is ka. Whenever that's left, right here is what they're talking about. Whenever those two are left, it says the root is halak. Do y'all remember what the word halak means? So it's saying whenever you got these two left, this is the root word. I'll put it, hold on, y'all. I'll put this in Hebrew, in ancient Hebrew. Oh, damn, it's halak. This is the root word right here. Halak is the root word. Whenever you see these two, you can automatically know that it's from the root word halak, which means what, Yanakwan? You know what it means? Not unless you need me to leave this up, or I'll leave it up there for a second.
Went forth.
It means go. Same thing. Go, went, walked. It means walk, or go, or went. All right. So whenever you see those two left, then that's what it means. It means, they had that right screen up. It means halak. It means halak right here, which means to go or walk. So like it means walked or went or go. All right. So that's what you can know whenever you see those two. So now we're gonna keep on going, right? So, all right, this is what I want to do. Oh, I want to also go back to the Blue Letter Bible, right? And we can just go back to Genesis 12 and 5. I showed y'all how to use twoletterlookup.com. So not twoletterlookup. I did show you that in the previous class. But I showed you how to use Bible Hub in this specific lesson. So we'll just go back to the Blue Letter Bible. We'll just click back on the lesson, back on the verse that we was at. And we'll get the word from there. All right. Hold on, Yanakwan. Matter of fact, go ahead, Yanakwan. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. I thought the other brothers stayed back, and the other ones came over here because they came to get away from them because they had to come over here, and the other ones stayed back because they didn't want to obey. So they had to leave them and come to the Euphrates River and come to so-called America.
Yeah, they did come to obey the Lord, which is how they got over here. Then Yanakwan asked, on the Assyrian captivity. But the problem is when they got here, they stopped serving the Lord. Which is why I said they was over here so long without the Most High. So, halak is from the root word yalak. Yalak is from the root word halak. Primitive root right here, halak. Right? Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna put some of the smoke and water out the water. So this is what it was used as, right? Halak, go, walk, come, depart, away, follow, get, lead, brought, carry, bring, and 62 miscellaneous uses because of how we speak slang. This is what it means to go, walk, come. To go, walk, come, depart, proceed, move, go away. To die, live, manner of life. Meaning the way, how we say it, your walk of life from every walk of life. All right. To lead, bring, lead away, carry, cause to walk. All right. And it said it was a primitive root, halak. We can click on halak. It's right here. Wait for it to pop up. Halak. It's the same thing. Alright, is known from Yalak, which we just did. Same thing, go, walk, come, go away, along, 98 miscellaneous uses. To go, walk, come, go, walk, same damn thing. To walk, to traverse, to walk about. Alright, same thing, so we get it. So now, what is this word saying? Right now we got two, and we also know walk, right? Because what did we just translate? Anybody remember what we just translated? It was Wayataza hour. And what did that mean? Anybody got in their notes? Go ahead, Kalataza.
The definition is to go out, come out.
No, what was the translation? Let me get Bakari Yala. Let me see if you got the translation.
They went forth.
And they went forth. And they went forth to, we got walk right here. I would use go. And they went forth to walk. It could say,
So,
go ahead.
how would you say, I think, halak, or how was it?
It's love, lock, thigh. It's right here. Lock, thigh. So, and they went forth to go, is what I would guess it is meaning. To go, and thigh at the end, let's see what the thigh at the end is for. Now, if y'all had the Hebrew translations, right? I mean, not the Hebrew translations. The Hebrew info, study info from the class. I'm gonna type my email in the chat. Hit me up, say Shalom, sir. You know, I'm trying to request the Hebrew info for the class. Type in MariahUPK at Gmail. Just email me. MariahUPK at gmail.com. I'll give you all the Hebrew info for the class. Alright? Alright, did you put the reservations on here too? Most High in Christ, the res. You might have got clipped. You might have got clipped on the res. Maybe some haters, you know what I mean? You know, one of our Gadite brothers to see the class. So 5 at the end. I'm gonna go back to sharing the other screen from the lesson, and we're gonna read about the character 5 at the end of a root word, all right? From these she devils that yell, let's see what they have to say, right? So it says verb analysis. Lalak 5. It says, as in English, to before a verb form usually indicates the infinitive. Now, remember, this they garbage that they talking, they classifying our slang with an infinitive and all that. I believe I said all that in the previous class. The, imperfect and definites, and you'll see. Just watch. They classify our slang, but it don't mean nothing to us. We don't really need it, all right? So tha is a special infinitive ending for some verbs. So I'll go back and read from the top. It says, as in English, to, meaning the word to, before a verb form usually indicates the infinitive. Tha is a special infinitive ending for some verbs, right? As in English, Hebrew infinitives have no person, gender, or number, which they call a PGA. Then it asks us, what is the stem? Meaning, what is the stem of the word? Right? The stem of the word, it would be halak, would be lock. It says, in the special features column, put preposition la. Then it says, are any letters left unaccounted for? Right? So, in this case, the word tha, the character 5 at the end is used as pretty much to, right? To go to. To go to. Because remember it said 5 at the end. Now remember this is tha. This character is tha, right? Meaning to is a special ending, all right? It's a special ending to go to, right? To go to. Because how would you say, instead, remember, we don't want to write a million words, right? we don't want to say a million. You don't want to have to say. We don't want to be talking forever. Not so much as talking forever, but writing forever, right? You learn how to write Hebrew. So, all right, and I also want to put this up here real quick. I'm gonna move this gold down. I'm gonna put a lock, right? I mean, Salakia, lock, L-A-K. Lavakta, to go to. And they went forth to go to. Wayataza awa, lalakfa, and they went forth to go to. That was pretty simple, right? They went forth to go to. Now we're going to break down the rest. All right? And they went forth to go to. So they asked us all the garbage in the earth. What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? All right. Now I've been just getting rid of, so I can switch the screen. I've been getting rid of or disregarding, should I say, the Yiddish. I've been disregarding the Yiddish because we don't need the Yiddish. Even though these are the Assyrian characters, I just try to get us a little bit familiar with the Assyrian. These are the Assyrian characters. I'm also put it down here too, right? La, to, lock, go, tha, to is a special ending, all right? And I just put special right there, all right? It's a special ending, so to speak. Go ahead.
I think the brother is like Mexican.
Oh, okay, all right. You think he's a Mexican? All right, you think he's a So to go to, and they went forth to go to. Is what we had up there, right? So now I'm gonna scroll down.
Yeah, that's what that told us.
Okay, kind of sweat. So now they want us to break down Aratazah, Kana'ain. All right. Now the reason why I extended the high at the end of Aratazah, right? No, not too Asawak, not too worried. So the reason why I extended the high at the end is because it's written with a ha, and it's pronounced ha. Aratazah, alright, Kana'ain. So now we're going to break down both of these words, Aratazah and Kana'ain. I believe everybody pretty much got this up here. So now, anybody, y'all good at writing Hebrew? Anybody want to come up and write some Hebrew?
Yeah.
I know Yanaquan want to. I know Yanaquan wouldn't mind. He's been doing this forever. Let's get some of the other brothers.
Yeah. Sure. So I like to share.
You say you too wild?
I ain't good at it, but I'll try it.
Yeah, all right. No sweat. Come on, give the Corey out of the hand.
All right. Let's share. Try.
All right. So this is what this is what we're about to put on the board right here. I'll put this up on the screen in the class. You can see Aratazah Kana'ain. I'll also give you the book, so you can use that. You can use the book as well. Be right here in the 11th chapter, right at the bottom of the page. Here you go. Let me sit this over here. All right, this is where we at. Lock it right here. Aratazah Kana'ain. It's the working marker right here. This one right here, a little jammed up. So we got the working one. You're gonna be writing that on the board. Aratazah Kana'ain. Alright, and then it's gonna ask us what Aratazah means and what Kana'ain means. Okay? With that being said, while the brother's putting this up on the board. Alright, while he's putting that up on the board, I think I got something behind me, so there we go. Boom. What we'll do is we'll go and I'll get what Aratazah means out of the Blue Letter Bible. Alright. And then I'll put it back up on the screen. So boom, boom, boom. go back. That's pretty good handwriting on that Assyrian, man. That Assyrian is usually silly and usually weird to write because it's not our spirit. That comes from the Assyrians. That ain't exactly our spirit at all. So with that being said, it's not us. So it don't come natural to us to write. You know what I mean? That Assyrian writing is, the reason we even use those Assyrian letters is from the punishment from the Lord.
So now,
Go ahead.
when I write the, I guess it's kind of I.
Right. So Ka is a little bit, let me show you, if I could show you with this, right? No, see right here, Warren. You don't mind. So Ka regular in our language is like this. That's Ka in Hebrew, right? Ka in Assyrian is like that. So you just gotta curve it because Na in Assyrian is this. So Ka in Assyrian has to be round.
Back and see.
Right, and then the ending for Ka is that right here. Ending for Na, see, it's just shorter at the top. So with that being said, you got it. All right. Now remember, like I said, that Assyrian ain't our language, so it's a little bit more, you know what I mean, a little weird. You feel me? So
So
go ahead.
it's that's like Greek, right? A little bit, the words, the letters, those letters, because
Yeah, it's weird like those Greek letters. I give you that, yes. It's definitely weird like those Greek letters. Because the Syrians are heathens like Greek.
well, didn't we like speak Greek too? Like people like
Yeah, we did. But because of slavery, captivity.
yeah, because I think like the Gaelic language is mixed with that ending too, like
Right.
some of the Greek and Hebrew.
Right, that's absolutely right.
Hope I did it.
Hey, I
Come on,
I get a time check.
time check 8:36.
All right, can I get a little bit of strong?
Come on.
All right. No, you last. Matter of fact, you can do it. I mean, a lot is our most high in Christ. Anybody else want to be strong in the room? That's like you can't. What about you, Bakari Allen?
Sir.
You good, Kalazai? You take some? Oh, you already got some? All right, you good to go. If you want your rib to have some too, it's up to you, Kalazai.
Are you gonna take something?
Yeah, I'm definitely
take
gonna get some.
I take some.
Go
I
ahead.
take some. What?
Letter right here.
Come on. Yeah.
What letter right there? Yes, that is I. Kind of I.
Okay.
So if you can see, it's over there how to write it. I'll come around here and show you. This is I right here.
Yeah, you can.
It's like a Y. You can just make it Y. You know.
Give me some of the juice too.
No, make it like a Y though. With the bottom. No, that's perfect. Look, make it like a Y, like a lowercase Y. Yeah, you just swoop that around. Can I show you real quick? Right, what I mean? Because you got Tazah. And I'll just show you the difference down here, like how I did over here. You got Tazah, which is like this. That's Tazah, right? And the ending for Tazah is a backwards Y. That's the ending for Tazah. But then you have I. I is just regular, make it like a Y. It's a little, that's how I do it. Because it's easier, but instead, make it like that. Deeper. Yeah, a little bit deeper. And that's the easiest way to do it. You know, you get Ka, Na, and then, Kana, again, I don't jam everything up. Kana Ayin. Easy. Kana Ayin. Alright? So you got it, Warrior. Let me erase all this out of your way. I'm going. Go ahead. Oh, use signifies to what, okay? So, this is what the word aratazah means, as he's putting it up here. Aratazah means, which we already went over before, No, that's perfect. I grabbed some chaser. Sprite, either or, ginger ale will do. So, that was wild, boy. All right. So this is what it's used as: land, earth, country. So used as land 1,543 times. Used as earth 712 times. Used as country 140 times. Ground 98 times. World 4 times. Way 3 times. Common, field, nation, wilderness, once. All right. This is what it means: land, earth, whole earth as opposed to a part, earth as opposed to heaven, earth, inhabitants, land. Here's all the breakdowns for the ways used as land, country, Locking word, country, territory, region, district, tribal territory, piece of ground, land of Canaan, Israel, inhabitants of land. Sheol, land without return, underworld, meaning the grave. All right. City, like a city state. Ground surface of the earth, and blah 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 blah. Land, ground, space of distance of a country, or measurements, level or plane. Oh, everything that would mean ground. That's the why. Put the cat in the basement. All right. Gotta pay attention, boys. A lot. You do a lot, brother. That means tomorrow is very important. So now, Aratazah Kana'ai. Alright? So we know that Aratazah means ground or land or country. So the water. Yeah, you too wild. Give Bakari Allah a hand. Alright? Now, if there's one thing, Bakari Allah, there's one thing I can change for you. I'll leave it like that, but I would leave it like I'll leave it like that. Tell with this cereal for the day. You got it, Bakari. I would just say when you make to make it a little bit, you want it to be like that. Or I usually do it like this and make it up a little bit higher. And then put the little thing on it or whatever. But either way, it's perfect. And tell with this cereal for the day. You care less about these letters. But just so you know, yeah, the water. So now, go ahead, Yana Kwan.
Well, that A, they said that A is like, that's the A, right? They said that's like they say that the SWAT sticker.
Like it is sort of like a SWAT sticker.
It is, sir, because Hitler was half Jewish and what's his name? But that's the because he was Jewish, half Jewish and half German. So last time Christ, we don't know that that's that, but that's what
Hey, Most High Christ did an amazing job. If it is real, they say it ain't real, but did an amazing job.
It is real.
Amalekites talking about, how they supposed to be us. So now, Aratazah. So now let's go back to the lesson, right? And share the lesson on the page again. Hold on real quick. Matter of fact, go ahead, bring it out.
Well, that's why Hitler came out and said that the Jews, was black people because what the Germans did to them.
Right.
They freeze their accounts.
Yep. And tore the economy up.
Yep.
Amalek, trying to pretend to be us, tore the economy up. Alright, so it asks us what Aratazah means. We already know Aratazah means land, earth. Alright. So, Aratazah, land, right? And this is how you pronounce the word right here. Tazah. Like Captain Qadash, this is Aratazah. Means land. Right? Hold on, let me move this over. Now, Aratazah is spelled Aratazah. But in this case, it has a hi at the end of it, which is awkward because Aratazah is spelled with 3 characters. So now, it's going to go to and break I said it's going to go to. Now it's going to break it down for us. All right, it's going to translate it for us. All right. So Aratazah, and then it tells us that Canaan means Canaan, and then it says notice the ha at the end of Aratazah. So before we get to that, right? Let's put what Canaan means. I mean, what Canaan means up on the board, and it means Canaan, right? So I'm going to put Canaan. So land, and then Canaan. So we know that it's going to be land of Canaan. I'll put of in parentheses. How you spell that? Is that how you spell it? K-N-A-A-A-N. How you spell Canaan?
Yeah, it's good.
That's it?
I think that's right.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I think that's
K-A-N-A-A-A-N. All right, good.
that's true.
Land of Canaan, right? We know that that of is not written in Hebrew because it's already assumed. We already know that it means land of Canaan. That's actually how we speak and how we write. So let me put how to pronounce Canaan. Go ahead, Yanaquan.
Yeah, that's how they spell it. Because you know, like the 9 bread, like 9, and then it's K9, K9.
Yep.
K9.
So Canaan in Hebrew is Ka, Na, Ayin. Ayin. Canaan. I usually like to put, well, it's actually how you spell it, but I don't want you to think it says Canaan. I mean, this is how it looks. It's Canaan. Canaan. Even though right here somebody might think it says Canaan, but it's Canaan. All right? And that's how you pronounce it. Go ahead.
That's why it's important if we have the connectors, because if you don't have the connectors,
yeah, right. You won't know how to say it. And since I do got some space at the bottom, I'll put it in the ancient Hebrew right here, just because I got some space. All right. Aratazah, Ka, Na, Ayin. All right. Aratazah, Canaan, land of Canaan. Now, because it has this ha right here, and Salaka actually got to move this over and write this over again because of what it's actually saying. It actually has the ha at the end. All right, so now it's going to be Ra, Tazah. With the ha, with the H at the end, Tazah. Because Tazah and ha are connected. So I actually got to erase this and add ha at the end. Aratazah, Canaan. And then we're going to break down what this last part is, what this ha actually is. All right? What this is right here, which is ha. We're going to break down what that is. Or not break down, or translate. Go ahead. Time check 8:47. We got to get a move on it. Boom. So let's go. It says, notice the ha at the end of Aratazah. So now we're going to go into, we on page 48. It says an extra unaccented final ha on a noun can be added to denote motion toward a place, and is called a ha directive. You ain't got to worry about none of that ha directive garbage. That is Esau classifying our slang. And to us, it just got a ha at the end of it. I was about to say the ish just got a ha at the end of it. That's like Esau be killing me, man. I can't even learn my language without dealing with the white man's pressure, man. Hey, it's Friday. You got no job, Craig. It's a lot, y'all. Yeah, rocket like y'all shot. So, with that being said, it denotes motion toward a place, meaning movement. All right. It says it is usually translated to or toward. All right. So in this case, all right, I'm gonna read on. I'm gonna read on before I add that. Right. It says, what is the relationship of Aratazah to Canaan? since it means to or toward at the end of the word aratazah. So toward the land of Canaan. It asking us what is the relationship to Canaan. Well, the land or toward the land is what is going to be. So when they ask us what the relationship is, this is the relationship. It's moving toward the land of Canaan. It's the land of Canaan. These two are connected, right? So I can erase Ha. I'll move that out of the way for a second. I'll put toward land, or in this case, it's better that I'll put the in parentheses. Toward the land. Now remember, the is assumed as well as of, because without us assuming that, it would just be toward land Canaan, which is not how we talk. We're actually saying this, but unlike Esau, we don't need to write out every goddamn thing because it'd be a whole paragraph on this board, and ain't nobody trying to write that. Right. It's what, 3,000-4,000 years later, and I'm still not trying to write. This is in our spirit. I ain't about to be, look, dog. Listen, that's us, all right? Toward the land of Canaan. All right? Aratazah Canaan. Now, it's going to ask us, we'll put this back on the side. It asks us, what was the relationship between Aratazah to Canaan, right? It's saying land of Canaan. The land belongs to Canaan. It says, is Canaan definite? Who gives a damn? We're going to skip over that. It says, is the chain definite or indefinite? We don't care. We don't need it. White people need that. Now, let's keep going. It says, note that the ha directive can be placed on the construct now, just as any other preposition could be placed on the front of that noun. So it's letting you know the same way a translation, the same way the preposition will go on the front. Like you would think ha should be right here in the front. Ha aratazah. Just like if it was ha aratazah, it would be the land. But remember, it's not, it don't have a the, okay, let me show you something. In our language, you can write ha aratazah. It's in some of our prayers. You can put the land. But what's also in our language and in our Bible is just aratazah, and it still means the land, without the preposition. Now, in this case, it's explaining that the same way, it was ha aratazah, which meant the land, is the same thing you do with this at the end of the word. It's still toward the land. It's still toward as if it was at the front, as if this ha was at the front. It would be toward the land. But since it's at the end, you would think land toward. But it's not. It's the same as the preposition. It's toward the land. And that's all he was explaining to us. That's all Esau was trying to say with his high directive and his garbage that he's talking about with his construct. That's all that he was saying. All right? That's all he was saying is that the same way a preposition goes on the front, that's how it goes at the end. Ha, at the front of a root word would mean the same thing as any other preposition. So now that you got ha at the end of a root word, it's considered the same way as a preposition. All right, so what was the translation? It asked us to translate the phrase. The translation of the phrase is toward the land of Canaan. All right? Toward the land of Canaan. Now, let's see if y'all can get what we wrote so far, right? Now, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to erase this bottom part, and I'm going to write what we wrote so far in Hebrew. All right, so I'm going to leave that up there so y'all can keep it just in case you need it. Remember, the first thing we wrote, now I'm putting this in our language, all right, was Wa, Ya, Taza, Ah, Wa. Wayah, right? Which meant what? And they went forth, right? And they went forth. And then what was the second one? It was lalak, right?
Lalak. Is it lalak though?
Right, lalak. To go to, right? To go to. And then you got Aratazah Kana'ain. Well, Aratazah Kana'ain. And this was what? Toward the land of Canaan. This one meant toward. And we put that in parentheses. The land. Toward the land, right? And then of, in parentheses, then Canaan. Toward the land of Canaan. That's literally what we just wrote. We just literally said this. Now, ask a preacher to say something in Hebrew. At least after this class, you can say this. Nigga say, speak something in Hebrew. Okay. Waya aratazawa lalakta aratazah kana'ain. Listen, without you explaining it, they're going to be mad. This so y'all know. Without y'all saying it, they're going to be pissed that you even said that. And you know they're going to say, that's not Hebrew. And you going to say, well, ain't it? Prove that it ain't Hebrew. I can show you where it's at. I can show you Genesis 12 and 5 and show you that this is Hebrew. Waya taza'awa lalaksa aratazah kana'ain. They're going to be pissed you even said that. Then they're going to say, well, if it's Hebrew, what it mean? And they went forth to go to the land of Canaan. You killed them. Literally. Because you're saying they went to go to Israel. Like, that's just hard body right there. They ask you to speak Hebrew, saying you're not an Israelite. You speak something they don't know and then tell them what it means. Right. Saying they went forth to go to Israel. This is thousands of years old, what we just broke down right here. I.S.U.P.K, Salaki, glory. We got a little bit more, but I ain't going to go into it. That's good enough right there. That's good enough right there. I'm going to put some more words up on the board after y'all done. Let me show y'all something, man. Give me Zephaniah 3 and 9, I.S.U.P.K, go for show. I'm going to sip on this wine real quick. With some righteous brothers and sisters, Salaki. The water, give Kalak Zah, ain't got his bread in here. Which I impressed. The Bible says that out of 1,000 men, he found one. Out of 1,000 women, he found 0. Right. Somebody break that down to me what that means. Go ahead.
When you said out of 1,000 men, he found one that was righteous.
Yep.
And out of a woman,
found 0.
But it doesn't mean that there ain't no righteous woman out there. It's just it's a harder search.
Give the brother a hand. See, Galactus, he studied. You know what I mean? This means that it's more rare for a woman to come in. It's sort of like, damn, they outdid us. Like, for them to be in here, it was like, B, you should not be in here. The F you doing in here? And then it is like more special than the brothers coming in. Because Esau gave his sister every goddamn thing. I mean, child support, custody, good job. I mean, goddamn, you can smile your way into a damn anything. My sister said, oh, I'm going to get you, I went and got my driver's license, right? My sister, she forgot the insurance. She said, oh, no, I'm going to just get them to print it out. She pulled the hat down, fixed the hair up. I'm looking at my little sister like, damn, she a whole grown woman now. God damn, man. My baby sister said, God damn. She a grown woman, know what to do and everything. She said, oh, no, I'm going to get them to print it out for you. Started fixing herself up. I said, well, God damn. Y'all ain't see this little sister. That's my other sister. Y'all, I got 10 sisters. I'm talking about my other little sister. She dark skinned. Captain Saga Ward saw her before at the Odu's. They couldn't believe it because she dark skinned. I'm light skinned. Go ahead.
Well, he said, get the shorts of heart.
Yeah, gift destroy the heart. And they know how to get all the gifts. Sisters know what to do to get every gift that's known to man. God damn it, for free.
They get free drinks
For free. And they get in the club free. Get free drinks. We got to struggle to work at McDonald's. Then pay and stand in that line. And then pay for your drink and my drink. And still come home with nothing. Unless you can lie. Give him, man. He got it. God damn. Get it, brother. So you know what to do. Obviously, you know the right drink to mine. I'm joking, but most I encourage that. Give I.S.U.P.K. Give I.S.U.P.K. the Cariala, Yanakwan. Listen, ladies love Yanakwan. Let me tell y'all, man. Every day I had to tell Yanakwan, like, Yanakwan made me mad one time with these sisters, bro. I say, Yanakwan, you don't see that girl smiling in your goddamn face? She was right in front of him. He like, oh, you know, he's so humble and righteous. I'm like, brother, that's why she on you and not me. Because I'd have been like, oh, here you go. Here you go. The number is right here. She was looking at him. I said, damn, Yanakwan, you should have got her, brother. And that's like every damn story with Yanakwan. All the sisters, man. They understand that he's the 1 in 1,000. You know what I mean? And the sisters in the school is 1 in what, a million? I don't know. But they come up in it, man. And that's a good thing. They come toward the school. What is that? Waya Taza'awa Ha with school. Bayab Sapari. There you go. Bayab Sapari Yama. Because we got to put the ha at the end. Alright? Bayab Sapari Yama toward the school. Oh no, wait, it's right here. Waya Taza'awa La Bayab Sapari. Because they come toward this school. Even though the oppressor give them every damn thing they can ever dream of. Right. So now with that being said, y'all know Hebrew, man. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. We may not know that we know it because we learning it again, but it's always been in our spirit. This is something right here that you can sit in the class for an hour and be like, God damn, that do make sense. And then you see, let me show you, oh my God. Esau, what did he say? Let's just go through. Let's just go a little bit through what all the garbage that Esau was pulling up. Let's start. Okay, we'll start from the bottom up. He said something about a high directive. He said something about an infinite. Something about a construct. What else is he talking? A bunch of garbage. What was it? Indefinite. I mean, he was talking about things we don't even. A PGN. I mean, come on, dog. Nothing that we even care to know. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to know all that, Esau. We don't need to classify our language. All we need to know is that it's ours. Show me what to say, and the rest just comes natural. If I would have tried to explain to you what a construct was, I'd have took 20 extra minutes. And the construct is just the word, literally. It's just the word. If I was explaining to you a high, a high directive, that's just high at the end of the word. That means toward. But he want to classify and put qual, what's the stem and all that. That's us, man. With that being said, this was the I.S.U.P.K, man, the Lashawan, Qadash. Any questions in the room? Anybody got any questions in the room? I want to erase the board. I'm going to put some words up. Matter of fact, the car, can you erase the board since you up right now? Y'all can take pictures of the board if y'all want to. This was the Lashawan Qadash class, man. I'm Precinct Officer Morale, so 5,000. The water, sis. Most High in Christ. I didn't even know she was on here. What's going on, sis? But, man, it's amazing. It's amazing, yo. To learn our language again so that no man can tell us that we can't speak our own language. We free slaves, goddamn. Because we mentally free, all right? Even though we still physically in this land, but that's better, and spiritually free. And that's better than being locked and loving Esau and locked into this damn world, really with no hope at all. Right. That being said, I pass the class over to priest and officer of 50, I.S.U.P.K.
Commander GEN.YAHANNA, school for new brother and sister. When the new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, or the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means tenth in Hebrew or Ba'ishra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for priests, not mandatory, will serve enough for life. Upcoming holy convocations. We got the Day of Atonement coming up. It's the 10th day of the 7th month. This year is going to be Wednesday, the 15th of September. You can find us in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 27 through 32. My acting, I go out to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anybody wants to be a trooper in school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, headband, and scarf. With that being said,
Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. Real quick. They, those, right? I just want to put these up on the board real quick. Them, what these words mean, and this word is home. Right, real quick, and I want to put this last one up on the board, which is for wall, which means sound. All right. Go ahead, Astawak, you got it. Astawak. All right, hold on, give me 1 second. You're in the courtesy salute, Astawak. I know you was there already. All right, let me do this right here. Sound or voice. All right. And that's what it means. For wall, sound, or voice. All right, with that, I'm ready for you, Astawak. Let's get it.
Individuals will get with person salute. Man Shabbat. Man. Barak. Yahweh.
Hashem Yahshua.
At the top, start with me, turn. 86%. The golden salute. Good Man Shabbat is your right hand on your left, with your feet at a 45-degree angle. Your head bowed and covered. Individual who gives consistent courtesy salute, Man Shabbat, Man, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem Yahshua. That's the top.
Y'all get these words down, y'all. I'm trying to, saying if y'all trying to copy them. Don't sign Christ, Shalom, Israel.